Hi, friends. Welcome to another week of science. Now, our science is really all about what we've been talking about during our read alouds. So, we've been talking a lot about animals and habitats and the things that they need and all of the things that they eat, right? We talked about the food chain this week. So, we're going to be using our observation skills, right? We talked about that last week to really look at a habitat and really think about where these animals would get their food, their water, and their shelter, right? So, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to listen very carefully to this, and I want you to look, right? I want you to use your observation skills to look at this habitat, right? And I want you to think about what habitat it might be, right? We're going to use our knowledge about habitats. What knowledge is that? And then I want you to think about how animals would get their five things they need. All right? Get your listening ears on. I'm going to turn it up nice and loud. You ready? Okay, shh, listen. Use your senses. Use your listening and your seeing and your eyesight. Do you hear that? All right. Turn it down a little bit. What are some animals that you heard? I hear birds. You hear the insects buzzing? Yeah. Did you hear something big walking around the grass? I just heard a lot of like the leaves moving. You hear that? Like a bee. What habitat do you think we're listening to right now? Rainforest. Absolutely. Yeah. Good observation. Glad you used your knowledge. All right. So let's talk about where all those insects are loud. Animals are going to get their five things. Let's think about those birds. Right? We hear the bird. Where would a bird get its five things in this habitat? Did you see that fall? All right, what are its five things it needs? First of all, food. It needs water, shelter, air, and space. Yes, Chef, so let's start with food. Where would a bird get its food? Now you used your senses, right? You listened and you looked to really think about and see and hear what animals are there. So what would a bird eat? I heard something that it would eat. Yeah, it would eat the insects, right? So that's its food. It would eat the insects and the bugs that are zipping around. I heard that. Maybe some fruit that grows on the trees. Now, where would it get its water from? Maybe for some puddles, it looks like there's water in the background. Maybe the leaves, yeah, because the water's in the leaves, and water's also in the bugs or insects or the fruit that they eat. What about shelter? Where would a bird find shelter in this habitat? Very nice job, in the trees. Does it look like there's plenty of space for them? Yeah, there's so many trees, there's plenty of space for lots of different birds. How about the air? Does the air look clean? Yeah, it does. And with all the green, it definitely nice clean air. All right, so now, right, that was a little helpful observing practice. I want you to look at this picture. So right now we're just using our eyes. Can't hear this picture. So look carefully. What habitat is this? You guys are so good. Yep, it's the desert. Let's look and see what's here. Here's the saguaro cactus, a kangaroo rat, the kit fox, a roadrunner bird, ooh, a western diamondback snake, a scorpion, the desert tortoise, the porwheel, the frilled lizard, the jackrabbit, the turkey vulture, the red-tailed hawk, the chuckwalla, and the elf owl. So we are looking carefully at this habitat to study for the 5 things that animals need to survive, right? Looking for the water and the food and the shelter and the air and the space. So let's really look at that. Wow, look, yeah, there's a lot of animals. So let's look at the hawk. Let's look at that hawk. Look carefully. Where do you think it's going to get its food from? Where would that hawk get its food from? Yeah, I heard a few different ideas, right? Maybe the jackrabbit or the lizard or the rat, right? He's a carnivore, so he's going to eat the meat. All right, what about this desert tortoise? Where do you think that tortoise is going to get its food from? Carefully use your observation skills. Wow, I already see it. Look at prickly pear cactus. He's eating the cactus. So he's getting his food, or she, I don't know, the tortoise is getting its food from the plants. Oh, I don't see any water though. How do these animals get water in the desert? Yeah. Wait, they go to the store? Who's trying to trick me? No, they get the water from the plants, right? So then when the hawk eats these animals, then he gets the water from inside those animals. So it's pretty neat. The food chain really helps animals get everything they need. All right, what about shelter? Look closely. What types of shelter do you see in this habitat? You see it right here, the owl's inside a cactus. And look at, there's little holes inside the cactus here for little birds. They do. They live inside a cactus, they hollow it out. Oh yeah, and some of them they burrow underground, right? Nice job. Look carefully, even the background, farther back in the horizon. Do you think there's enough space in this desert for these animals? Absolutely, good job. And look at the air. Does it look like it's clear and clean? Absolutely. So it looks like these animals have everything they need. So then we can, let me shrink this down. We can fit in, make it a little bit bigger. I need to make up my mind. We can name what the food is. So let's start. All right. What's some food that we see in here? Oh, the rabbit, right? The rabbit is food for the hawk. All right. It's water. Where does the hawk get its water from? Right? The plants and food. Absolutely. All right. Where is some shelter in there? In the cactus. Yes, absolutely. And there's plenty of space and the air is clean. Right? This air is all around. Yeah, I only can live with clean air and the space. There's lots of space. All right. So now your assignment is to really use your observation skills for the rainforest habitat worksheet. Now we kind of looked a little bit at the video where we listened. So now I want you to look and I want you to think about what animals you know live in the rainforest. You're going to look very carefully at this. And it says, use your observation skills to really look at this rainforest habitat. Where would an animal get its water? Food? Shelter? What animal would be the best animal to live in this space in the picture? So look at this space. Pick an animal that you think would like to live in this specific area, a rainforest animal. And then tell me why. Why would it choose to live here? How would it get its water, food, and shelter? I don't know if an elephant would be a good fit. I don't see how the shelter. And I don't know if a lion or a jaguar would be a good fit because I don't see any animals that it eats. So what would be the best animal that fits? I want you to write the name of the animal that you choose to live right here. That would make sense, right? Really think about the rainforest. What animal would like to live with all this water and all these plants and all these trees? And then I want you to tell me why you picked it. Right? Why? Why would it live here? What does it get its water, its food, its shelter? And then name what it would eat for its food, how it would get its water, and where it would shelter. All right. You can use your words, but your grown-ups can help you write it. Right? Unless you're going to print it off. And then I want your handwriting. Right? So we're really thinking, we're using everything we learned about our animals and our habitats and the food chains to put it into practice with looking at this. All right? Really think about it. Can't wait to see what rainforest animals you come up with and how it's going to get its air, well, its food, its water, and its shelter. All right. All right, scientists, happy observing. I cannot wait to see what your beautiful brains come up with. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.